Water and debris are rushing across Bridge Road here in Swatara Township. This creek is normally only 2 feet high. Nearly 18.5 million students will enroll in U.S. colleges and universities this year. However, only 58% of those are likely to graduate. Here at Waynesburg University, that rate is 60%.
Want to thank Grandma for that sweater she knitted you for Christmas? Well, it's going to cost you. Postage is going up this week from 50 to 55 cents, but Grandma's worth the extra nickel. With temperatures in the single digits and wind chills in the negatives, frostbite can happen within just 30 minutes. It's most common in your fingertips, your toes, and your nose. And that burn it where you buy it policy is very easy to follow here at Little Buffalo State Park, where locally cut firewood is available for $5 a bucket.
We just moved in. I wasn't aware that this place was a flood zone.
Felix Rosas says he and his daughters might have to evacuate their Swatara Township home.
I sealed the back door, so hopefully no one will come in the house. The next door neighbor, she left.
People in 40 homes on Joyce Lane were already forced to leave.
So I don't want the vehicles to get damaged by the water.
Water has taken over some yards, rising above plants, fences, and mailboxes. Roads are closed across the mid-state, including here on Route 39 near Park Boulevard in Hershey.
The Swatara Creek in this area leaves the banks on a regular basis.
Water and debris are rushing across Bridge Road here in Swatara Township. This creek is normally only 2 feet high. Right now, it is 17.
The last time that it was at this height was in September of 2011, and it reached 26 feet.
First responders are on the lookout for flash flooding.
We had a situation the other night where we had 5 locations at the same time where we had vehicles that were stuck in the water, that were occupied vehicles, and we had to rescue occupants.
The American Red Cross has set up shelters at Donegal Intermediate School in Marietta and at Hershey High School.
We're using our main gym right now, and they have other rooms, a safe environment for people to sleep, and we're providing them meals and snacks.
Stay inside and wait it out. Eventually this is going to crest and go down.
Connolly says if you are in the area and need somewhere to stay, call the Swatara Township Management Center. Working for you in Dauphin County, Emily Bennett, ABC 27 News.
Civility reigned here tonight in Greene County.
Greene County was the 6th stop on the 67 county tour for John Fetterman.
It's important that every county and every community gets to weigh in.
The community packed Alumni Hall on the campus of Waynesburg University to voice their opinions on the controversial topic of recreational pot use.
The room was, I would say, was really evenly split, and we had more undecideds than other rooms, and it was entirely pleasurable and fun and encouraging to have people in the same room with differing opinions sharing their reasons for being pro or con.
Everyone had the opportunity to step up to the mic and share their stories and beliefs. Some shared tragic stories about how drugs affected their families.
I've lost 2 brothers to drug overdoses. 1 cocaine and 1 heroin. How many of you can say that? And both of my brothers told me at an early age or a time as they moved forward that they weren't getting enough from marijuana. They wanted to move on.
I was a drug addict for 16 years, and I lost a lot of friends through that. And every one of them that I knew, including myself, started out on marijuana.
Others believe keeping it illegal only makes it more enticing for some users.
Not giving it to the people is a gateway drug. That introduces them to drug dealers who sell other drugs, and that's how people get addicted to other things.
Supporters of marijuana say it has the potential to generate millions in revenue.
Not only the taxes would help Pennsylvania, but also you got other decreased costs that a lot of people don't think about. I would say legal costs. You're not going to be able to put somebody in prison anymore for having a couple of joints.
But critics say they're just blowing smoke, and they doubt state officials will be able to keep it from becoming a widespread problem.
I don't trust that the state can safely regulate it.
I don't think it's worth the lives of young people.
The night ended with Fetterman asking for yeas or nays to give a visual confirmation of the crowd. Fetterman says this kind of feedback is crucial for Pennsylvania politicians who will soon decide if marijuana might be our next cash crop.
What I think isn't interesting, what everyone else in the room thinks is what's interesting.
Emily Bennett, Channel 14 News.
Everybody has a dream, but sometimes they're scared to share it. But Mitch Matthews has come up with a way to make dreams come true.
It all started back in 2006 when Mitch Matthews held a gathering in his living room, and soon it became his calling.
I think it's part of why God put me on the planet, is to help people figure out why they were put on the planet.
The idea is simple. You write down your dreams and share them, literally, all around the room, for others to read, remark on, and even reward, perhaps by sharing a contact or another networking path. It is a great way to initiate action and inspire.
I looked at some of the other sheets around and I was like, wow, people have really thought their futures out, and I don't know if I really think that far in advance. I try to think very narrow-mindedly.
We don't try to say that people will figure out everything in life here, but to know that this is an important part of that process. To start giving yourself permission to dream, to get clear, but then also surround yourself with some people that might be willing to help you out, but also that you'd be willing to help out too.
And what better place to dream than a college campus, where students are all starting out with big dreams, each wanting to make a difference in the world. Mitch was impressed with the mission of Waynesburg University.
They said, we want to do this. This is our DNA. This is who we are. And the more we talked with them, we're like, you guys are a great fit. Let's make this happen.
Events like this make his dream a reality. He wants to see how far this movement goes with a personal goal in mind.
We're still finding ways to track all of those dreams. We're about 30,000, working our way towards 1 million all the time.
There are actually more people here than I thought there would be. So I think there's a lot of excitement on campus for this event and just for attaining goals in general.
A lot of goals and good deeds happen here at this gathering.
I love dreaming, I love positivity, and I love encouraging people to pursue their dreams. So I'm super excited that everyone's writing their dreams down. They're having something that they can work towards.
At the Big Dream Gathering, dreamers often come with hope, but leave with a plan to turn them into reality. For Channel 14 News, I'm Emily Bennett.